Alright, so what is up everybody on YouTube? This is of course Bullet RC. I'm coming to you guys again with yet another video. And this time we're going to be talking about some more shoes. And just as usual format, this is a Will You Cop / Did You Cop. I'm going to be talking about some of the releases from this week. And if I don't talk about it, either I forgot, which is a really good possibility, or I just don't care about the release. So I mean, you can talk about it down below in the comments, but it's just one of those things that if I didn't see it on my radar, if I didn't forget about it, didn't care to talk about it. So let's go ahead and just start off with the big one for this week, and that is the Air Max 98 and Supreme release, which came through on Thursday, and now they're going to be re-releasing tomorrow, which is Saturday, I think at 10 a.m. If you guys are looking for links on that, I'll leave the link down below because they're already live on Nike. And I usually tweet out the links I think I usually tweet out the links either 10 to 15 minutes before the release happens, if you need links for that. So it'll be up on my Twitter. I usually don't do it, I don't usually post on my Instagram, but it'll be up on Twitter. As far as the shoes go though, I think they were dope. But to me, I feel like the best shoe out of the pack was definitely the snakeskin pair. Literally took the snakeskin off of a snake from Anaconda film. I'm pretty sure that's what they did, and slapped it on to the 98. But like, I don't know, like the snakeskin pair is the best pair in my opinion. And it is the loudest pair, but I feel like that is the most Supreme-esque and most collab-esque feature of the shoe is the snakeskin. The red is cool, the navy is cool, the all black is cool, but I feel like the best shoe is still the Supreme, and I feel like that's the dopest one out of all the different Air Maxes. Next up, I wanted to talk about the Kyrie 2 that's we're going to be releasing. Now this joint is the Team Red, but they're now calling it the Red Velvet. I was reading up on Nike, apparently that's his favorite cake, so it's a Red Velvet cake. Now I still think that the Kyrie 2 is one of the best Nike basketball shoes around right now. And to me, I thought this colorway was actually pretty dope. This is one colorway, another colorway that I would actually buy in the store. It's literally an all deep team red shoe, and then the strap has that, basically looks like a suede feel to it. But I feel like this is one of the best Kyrie 2s. It's really simplistic, but with the 3M swoosh and the 3M logoing on the back, I just think it's actually kind of a dope Kyrie 2. So I'm definitely gonna have to give my salutes to Nike and Kyrie on that one, because this one isn't bad at all. It really isn't bad at all. Next up we had, I gotta pull up everything because I had everything loaded on my phone. I also want to talk about these, which is something that I was pretty excited about, and I tweeted about last year when they had tweeted, I feel like a picture or something leaked on Twitter, and that is basically a Flyknit Air Presto. You guys know I love Flyknit, you guys know I have a pair of Prestos, and I thought this was a dope look and a dope new take on the Presto model. So there's like a lot of different colorways. You have the all white colorway, you have the black and white, I know there's a vault and white, there's a blue and white, like a mint blue and white, which are pretty dope too, like a solar red, which is kind of like an orange and white, and I know they have a few other colorways. I feel like there's an all like stone gray pair as well. But guys, be looking out on my channel because I actually want to try to grab some of these, because I know it's a new shoe, it's a new model, and I try to grab some of these new shoes and new models so I can go ahead and do the videos on them just in case anyone else is looking for it. I just think it's a pretty dope shoe. The vault pair is nice. A lot of them are really nice. Like the black and white are dope. The all white is dope as well. But we'll see, you know what I'm saying? They're $160 each time, so I don't know if I'm gonna be dropping it like that on on those, because I did purchase a few shoes this week. Next up, I wanted to talk about the Nike Free Mercurial Superfly in all white. Now, this shoe isn't like officially slated anywhere. People have been kind of like rumoring this month, so I'm assuming this shoe might just pop up sometime this week. You know, who knows? It's an all white pair of Nike Free Mercurials. Not much too else to say. A really dope sneaker. You guys know I like that shoe. And the other colorway I think just went on sale for like $40 less on Nike, so there you go. Next up, I wanted to actually talk about this. Surprisingly, Adidas was like, okay, so we see you, Nike, we see you're about to drop these Supreme joints, so you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna drop the all white, triple white Ultraboosts on the same exact day. And I think they dropped them about an hour or two maybe later after the Supremes dropped. They actually might have dropped at the same time. And what happened was, I think people were like, you know, running around crazy trying to get the Supremes, and people just kind of let this other Ultra Boost fall to the side. Now, I also understand that because this new Ultra Boost is literally seemingly the same thing as the other white Ultra Boost, except the sole, instead of being black, it's white, and then the upper has more all white instead of that off-white threading in it, and that's what it looks like to me. Now, me personally, I thought it was dope. I actually wanted to get them because I felt like I needed a second pair to just a nice clean all white pair, because the white pair that I do have does get dirty. So I have one that I can just rock all the time and one I can pull out here and there. So I wanted to definitely get that pair. So Nike, Adidas seen you, and they was like, all right, we see you're gonna release those, so we're gonna go ahead and just drop the Ultra Boost on you guys on the same day. Now, I want to give, I'm not sure the dude's name, I'm gonna find the picture though. The NYC Air Jordan 10. Super duper L handed to this man in this photo. If I find it, boom, I'm gonna put it right there. Dude had all these NYC 10s. The thing with the NYC 10s and the things with Jordans these days is they are widely available. You gotta think about some of these packs, some of these shoes, if they would have came out like 2 years ago, how much they would go for. You had this Paris Air Jordan 10 and it literally went for retail plus shipping, the Paris pair. And now you have this NYC 10 when people were like hyping, and as the release got closer and closer, it just seemed like they were gonna be really widely available, and they were. And so, you know, giving a hefty L to all the resellers out there that went out and just completely cleared their mall out and is now sitting with NYC 10s in the trunk of their car. L, sir, there you go. Next up, I wanted to talk about, I think this is the last one, if I'm not mistaken, is the Letterman. They're also calling the light crimson. No one cares about that. The Air Jordan 1 Letterman. The Letterman to me is kind of whack. It's literally, I understand maybe the Letterman, you know, I get where it's coming from. I get the story behind it. I get that. But for me, the colorway is, and I can't even say that either because that doesn't really make sense. I would say it's basic, but it's a lot of Air Jordan 1 colorways that are also basic. Just to me, I'm not really into the Letterman Air Jordan 1. It's a cool shoe, but it's not something that I even care to try to track down, and it's not something that I care to even buy. So that's just another shoe that is going to fall straight to the side. And I believe that's it. So this week was actually slick hefty. We had the Air Max 98 Supremes, we had the triple white Ultra Boost, we have the Air Prestos, the Flyknit joints. We also had, what else? We had the NYC 10, and then we also have the Letterman Air Jordan 1. So in terms of shoes, there's actually a lot of different stuff releasing this week, more than you would think. Like, actually a lot more than you would think. But anyways, guys, that is it. Those are my thoughts on this weekend's releases. I feel like the best release out of this weekend was definitely the Snakeskin Supreme Air Max 98. I feel like that's the best colorway, but I also would really like to check out the Air Max, or not the Air Max, but the Nike Air Presto Flyknit joint. So just be looking out for that. Anyways, guys, that is it. Much love to all the fam, followers, and of course supporters. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Snups, here, there, blase, blah, and of course, Bull RC. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Y'all be easy. Let me know what was your favorite release out of this week. Did you cop anything? Did you pass? What release did you hate? Just leave some comments down below and let's get some discussion started. I'm out of here. Peace.